putting all speculations to rest, the Congress has finally fielded its own candidate for the Bypolls to the Behali constituency. The Congress High Command, in a late-night development, announced the name of Jayanta Bora, who had recently quit the BJP, as the party's candidate for the Behali seat. Worth mentioning is that Jayanta Bora is yet to formally join the Congress. Meanwhile, this development clearly indicates that the opposition camp in Assam is in total splits ahead of the bypoll. Speculations were rife that 𝗕𝘆𝗽𝗀𝗀𝘀 of the 𝗕PIM would be the common candidate of the opposition for Behali seat. However, chaos ensued thereafter as few top Congress leaders reportedly backed Jayanta Bora as the candidate for the seat rather than backing 𝗕PIM's 𝗕𝘆𝗽𝗀𝗀𝘀 as the common candidate. A high drama was witnessed on Wednesday when Congress President 𝗕𝘆𝗽𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 stepped down from the post of President of the United Opposition Alliance. The move comes amid the tussle over the candidate for Behali Assembly seat between the Congress and the 𝗕PIML. Now it remains to be seen if it will be Congress versus the Opposition Alliance in Behali seat. Meanwhile, the Vishwanath District Congress leadership has expressed discontent over the fact that the party ticket has been given to Jayanta Bora. So, putting all speculations to rest, the Congress has finally fielded its own candidate for the Bypolls to Behali seat. The Congress High Command, in a late-night development, announced the name of Jayanta Bora, who had in fact recently quit the Saffron Party, as the party's candidate for Behali seat. Worth mentioning is that Jayanta Bora is yet to formally join the Congress. Meanwhile, this development clearly indicates that the opposition camp in Assam is in total split ahead of the Bypolls. Meanwhile, we have first reactions coming in from Jayanta Bora after his name was announced by the Congress High Command as the candidate for Behali seat.
বিৰোধী দলৰ উপদলপতি আমাৰ সকলোৱে মৰমৰ যোৰহাট লোকসভা সমষ্টিৰ সাংসদ 𝗕𝗲𝗀𝗺 ডাঙৰীয়া, নগাঁও সাংসদ প্ৰদ্যুৎ বৰদলৈ ডাঙৰীয়াকে আদি কৰি অসমৰ সমূহ নেতৃবৃন্দ, অসমৰ ৰাজ্যিক সভাপতি ভূপেন বৰা ডাঙৰীয়া, আমাৰ বিশ্বনাথৰ সভাপতি দিলীপ বৰা ডাঙৰীয়াকে আদি কৰি প্ৰত্যেকজন সাধাৰণ কাৰ্যকৰ্তাক মই কৃতজ্ঞতা জনাওঁ।
বিশ্বনাথ জিলা সভাপতি দিলীপ বৰাই তেখেতে কৈছে যদি জয়ন্ত বৰাই টিকেট পায় মই মুণ্ডন কৰিম, কি ক'ব?
এইটো তেখেতসকলৰ মানে আবেগিক, কিন্তু মইতো শুনা নাই।
এইবাৰ নিৰ্বাচনী পথত ষ্টাৰ কেম্পেইনাৰ হিচাপে কোন আহিব, আপুনি কাক বিচাৰে?
𝗕𝗲𝗀𝗺 ডাঙৰীয়া, তেখেতৰ নেতৃত্বত 2026 চনত ইলেকশ্যন হওক।
And with us over the phone line is our Chief of Bureau, 𝗲𝗲𝗻 Das, for more on this. 𝗲𝗲𝗻, air is finally clear on all the confusion surrounding Behali seat. Now, Congress has finally fielded its own candidate, and the name of Jayanta Bora has been announced, who has in fact recently he quit the Saffron Party, and interestingly he's yet to join the Congress formally. Over to you for more on this, 𝗲𝗻𝗻.
Yes, the Congress has finally announced the name of Jayanta Bora as its candidate from the Behali constituency, but it needs to be seen whether Jayanta Bora is a candidate, a consensus candidate of the United Opposition, which is there in Assam. So there was high drama regarding this since day before yesterday. A series of meetings were held, both closed door meetings, as well as there were several rounds of meetings which took place in a hotel in Guwahati. But it didn't come to any conclusion. There was no decision coming out from anywhere. So the Congress has finally decided to field Jayanta Bora from the Behali constituency. But yesterday, before the announcement of Jayanta Bora as its official candidate, Bhupen Bora, who is the Assam Pradesh Congress Committee president and who happens to be the president of the United Opposition Forum of Assam, he has quit as the president of the United Opposition Forum of Assam. And at that time, it was almost certain that the Congress is going to field a candidate from within the party in the Behali constituency. and that's what it happened in late night development. The party announced the 𝗕𝗲𝗺𝗺's name as the official candidate from Behali constituency. But yesterday there was resentment and discontent within the United Opposition Forum of Assam. That's what 𝗕𝗲𝗀𝗺𝗺, the secretary of the United Opposition Forum, had told that it should be a consensus candidate, and every party should respect every party in declaring the name of the candidate, because this is just a by-election when 5 assembly constituencies of Assam is going to polls, but this election is going to pave the way for the 2026 assembly elections, and whatever decision is taken in this election, that would set a precedence for the 2026 election. But it didn't happen. So yesterday, when 𝗕𝗲𝗀𝗺𝗺 addressed the media, in fact, I had also questioned him as to if the Congress goes ahead and declare its own candidate, will the opposition forum sense the Congress party will also field its own candidate? So a decision into this matter will be taken today. So there might be another candidate from the United Opposition Forum, since the Congress party, who might also field another candidate from the Behali constituency. So if that happens, the number one factor is that it's going to be a three-pronged fight. Earlier it was thought that it would be the United Opposition Forum candidate versus the Bharatiya Janata Party's candidate, which will be a contest there. But if the United Opposition Forum sends the Congress party also fields candidate, it's going to be a three-pronged fight between the Congress candidate, the United Opposition Forum candidate, and also the BJP candidate. So, and most important factor is that if that happens, it's going to be a clear signal that it's the end or the downfall of the United Opposition Forum in Assam, and this is not going to last anymore. So in the 2026 elections, so it's going to be the Congress, the United Opposition Forum versus the BJP and its allies partner, which is going to be there in the election. So we have to wait for today. A crucial decision might come from the United Opposition Forum, against the Congress party, and they will field its own candidate.
Right, Arindam. High political drama expected in the coming days, and as you mentioned, that vital decisions are yet to be taken. We'll get to know later in the day about these. Now, also in the midst of all this confusion, Arindam, before the name of Jayanta Bora was announced, Vivek Das, CPIM candidate, his name was doing the rounds. Then high drama ensued when 𝗵𝗆𝗺 Bora, he stepped down from the post of the president of the United Opposition Alliance. Now, it is don't you think, Arindam, that it is somehow hinting towards the fact that all is not well as far as the opposition camp in Assam is concerned?
That's what I was saying, that you see, all will depend on whatever decision comes from the United Opposition Forum, thanks the Congress party. If they decide to field a candidate in the Behali constituency, then it's a clear signal that it's the downfall or whatever, it's the end of the United Opposition Forum in Assam before the by-elections. And secondly, if that happens, definitely, because you see, when Vivek Das' name was doing the rounds, it was the Congress party who opposed his candidature. They, in fact, initially stated that if Vivek Das is fielded as this candidate, then it's not going to be well, and that's why they requested the United Opposition Forum to declare any other name from the Behali constituency, but it didn't happen. In fact, before the United Opposition Forum took any decision, the Congress party has already fielded its own candidate, and it came as a late-night development, and 𝗵𝗆𝗺 Bora resigned just a few hours before that crucial decision came. So somehow, initially only the decision was taken by the Congress party that they will field its own candidate, and that's why 𝗵𝗆𝗺 Bora had come out from the United Opposition Forum before the declaration of the candidature of Jayanta Bora as its official candidate from the Behali constituency. So all is not well within the United Opposition Forum, and today we have to wait for some more time. And if the United Opposition Forum stands, the Congress party declares its own candidate, that's going to be a clear signal that it's the end of the United Opposition Forum here in Assam before the by-elections.
Yes.